This is a rat race, but I'm no rat. I'm a fucking turtle. Ninja turtle. So which one's your favorite? I like Michelangelo.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Andy back at it again. UFC 320. I'm still smoking cigarettes from the heart attack and thrill that I got from seeing Yuri Prochaska do what he did. Do what he did. Let's go for that. UFC 320. Essentially just there are waves of fandom that I go through from watching UFC. There's just so much bullshit that it's hard to be a fan always, especially when, like, I don't know, like John Jones ruins shit for a little bit and then messes up the whole thing, or Conor McGregor fucks around and then lightweight is just kind of stagnant for years. Like half a decade here, half a decade there, just random shit that happens that I'm like, okay, cool. But this was one of those moments where it brings you full circle, at least for me, brings me all the way back in. Just because it's the beauty of the sport. It's the thing that I love most, the unpredictability, that even if you have in your mind's eye the way a fight is going to work out, that it can quickly turn on its head. UFC 320 just delivered in so many ways. Starting with the main event, Alex Pereira goes out there and steamrolls Magomed Ankalaev. And kind of my thought process going into it was, he felt comfortable enough. He saw the looks that Ankalaev was going to give him, and he just said, like, fuck all this wrestling shit. I'm just going to fucking go out there and go ham fast, and I'm not going to give this guy a break. I'm just going to go and go and go, and he did. And knew. Alex Pereira goes out there, gets the finish in like 80 seconds or something. I'm happy for Alex because it validates feelings of this guy being special. It validates feelings of this guy being not just physically gifted, but like the fact that he was able to do in the first fight, despite him losing, not getting taken down like that in a fashion where, like, Glover just kind of gave him the blueprint and he learned it so quickly. And keep in mind, this was coming off of like short notice fights, fights Magomed Ankalaev, and loses, and then like with proper time to take in between fights, proper preparation, it just makes it that much just sweet to know that he took the consideration of the first fight. He went out there and was like, hey, I don't need to give this guy the time of day. I'm going to go out there. Like, I'm not concerned about his grappling. I stopped all the finishes. I need to just go out there and do my thing. And he did exactly that. He just went out there, did his thing, got it done. 80 seconds. Breaks, I believe, Magomed Ankalaev's ribs with one of those downward elbows. That was, for me, the cherry on top. And not because I dislike Magomed Ankalaev. I think Magomed Ankalaev is good in his own right. I think that Ali Abdelaziz, his manager, just... if it wasn't for him, it's kind of like Adesanya calling him out, saying, like, there's going to be a guy at a bar talking about how he beat me one day. If it wasn't for the ammo that Ali gave Alex with all the tweets that he was, doing for Magomed Ankalaev, I don't think it would have been the same. I don't think the fire that he made, like, I don't think the impact would have been there for him to be, like, just so caught up in the, nah, bro, like, you're telling me I'm gonna go back to the tire shop, I'm letting you know I'm not coming. No. And it was just very telling how he said it at the face-off, like, I'm not going back. How he put out a meme of Magomed Ankalaev holding a tire afterwards, and it just, like, it's one of those things where, like, you said the right thing to the wrong person, and now we get the consequences of that, and that is that there is a new champion at light heavyweight division. Who knows how long this is gonna last? Who knows if he's gonna defend it against Yuri again for the third time? He apparently was saying before, after, and during that he wants to move up to heavyweight division. He wants to have a super fight. He wants to have it against Jon Jones. That was kind of the lead up of why he wanted a moment of silence for Jon Jones. He had planned to call him out, but his, if you don't know, Arthur Jones, Jon Jones's brother, passed away at age 39. So he offered a moment of silence, which, nothing but class from Alex. So yeah, he might have a broken foot, but if truth be told, if this is what's gonna happen, if he does have a broken foot, it's probably best case scenario for Alex. It forces him to take some time off. It forces him to, like, if you want to have a big money fight, I'm not gonna go over UFC White House just because it's fucking until June, and it's also celebrating Donald Trump's birthday. Like, fuck all that. Like, why do I need to care about something that's gonna happen like more than half a year away? But I think that it is best case scenario for him. I think that if he wants to fight Jon Jones, give it to him. At this point, for Alex, you're talking about somebody that's been in the game for a little, maybe over or under 4 years, has defeated 8 former champions in whatever his record is, maybe 11 fights. I think that if he wants to fight Jon Jones, Alex has earned it. I don't like Jon Jones. I don't care for him. Fuck Jon Jones. Sorry for your loss. Fuck you still. I think you've been such a detriment to the sport that I don't care about you. But if Alex wants you, if Alex thinks that's the money fight, a big super fight, why would I deny Alex? Why would anybody deny Alex? Why would Dana deny Alex at that point? He wants to move up to heavyweight. He's what, 38? He wants to do it. Like, fucking let him do it. Let him do it against whoever. Like, he said he doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. He said he doesn't want to fight the winner between him and Cyril Gane. He wants Jon Jones at heavyweight. And I say, let's make that happen. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to go down. You don't have the sheer impact that Alex Pereira has had in the sport in the past half decade is just nothing short of perfect, unique, and yeah, if he wants to fight Jon Jones at heavyweight, let's make it happen. Let's do it. If it's a big time money fight, I don't see anybody else that would be a better suited fighter to be on the White House card. I think if you're putting it against Jon Jones, you have that American element, but who cares? Put him on that card. He wants a big money fight. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. Give him whatever he wants, because he is the man. He is literally the fucking man. But yeah, Alex goes out there, does it real quick. Memes on Ankalaev, and yeah, now we'll again see how injured his foot is and what happens next. Apart from that, we have the co-main where Merab Dastrilli is just running up the fucking records left and right. A somewhat competitive fight in the first round, maybe even a somewhat competitive fight in the fourth round. However, that second round, I had it as a 10-8. It could have been a 10-9, but I had it as a 10-8. And then that third round was a 10-9, but it was just fucking domination. You're talking about 37 shots, 20 landed takedowns. And That second round, he was just playing with him. He could have finished him via submission, but apparently he was saying before that, I'm gonna finish him. I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna be the first guy to knock out Corey Sandhagen. He wasn't that guy, but he still ended up getting a decision that was a clear victory for the Machine. He apparently, but there were arguments that what happens if he wins this? Is he the GOAT? Is he the GOAT of the bantamweight division? Who the fuck else is? We're talking about Dom? Dom and WEC? You're talking about a guy that has like 20 something takedowns over GSP. You're talking about a guy that hasn't had any significant challenges, and when he has, it's because he was in a car wreck, sick, going against a Nurmagomedov, and he still won that fight. 14 fight win streak now. I just don't, 3 away from beating Anderson Silva, right? 1 away from tying Islam and Israel Adesanya. This is just like Alex. It's just the stuff of legends where it's just like he worked his way there, he did it the hard way, and now he possibly fights against Petr Yan in December if the UFC is going to give it to him and he can make that turnaround. He would become the first UFC champion to just win 4 championship fights in a calendar year. Insane. He would become 1 fight closer to fighting and getting that record over... why am I forgetting his fucking name? Anderson Silva. Yeah, there's just so many things that go into that where it's just like, what else? What else? Petr Yan? Then who? Then Umar? Then who? You've run the table. Maybe Ayman Sahabi, if he wins against Chito Vera, it's a new name. Somebody else up there. Then who? Then who? Then who? He said, I'm not going to move up. It's one of the first champions that I've seen where he's just wanting to run the table, and all the respect to him, because it comes so far and few in between where a guy's just like, nah, I don't want to I just want to fucking run my shit. I want to be the fucking boss. And he's the fucking man at bantamweight. He's the man. I don't know who beats him. Again, Petr Yan already beat him. Umar already beat him. Ayman Sahabi, I guess. But bantamweight is locked down tight by Merab, and barring a cool KO, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And he's 35, so he says he's willing to fight until he's 50. So who knows? I just think that he's just gonna keep on running through people. He's gonna keep on putting clinics, and he's gonna set a record like what I thought was not gonna be finished, which I still have the opinion that it wasn't. But the strikes in a fight that Max Holloway said that Hamza beat, whatever. I just don't think anybody's gonna come close to the takedown. He had 5 fights with 10 plus takedowns. Never been done before. Never been done. And yeah, he just cakewalked through Corey. He got hurt a little bit in the 5th round, and then just fucking danced until 6 a.m. celebrating his win. It's insane. It's insane. So yeah, and still Merab Dvalishvili and new Alex Pereira. 3rd fight, the fight that I cared about the most, Yuri Prochaska against Khalil Roundtree. Khalil Roundtree going out there and putting it on the boy, making me feel so bad, making me feel like, damn, dude, whatever. It is what it is. Khalil's a little bit sharper, a little bit faster. Yuri is just kind of out of it. It looked like he had some kind of injury to his leg that, I don't know if it was a kick that kind of caused it, or his stability wasn't there. He was just kind of falling all over the place, kind of felt off a little bit. And then, to everybody, it was just one of those, you lost for the first 2 rounds, you lost, clearly. Now you need to go out there and get it finished. And for a lot of times, it's always been said, all right, go out there, following your sword. Like, do what you need to do. If you go, you go. But you need to go for it. And for a lot of fighters, it's just like, yeah. And then they go out there and fucking start patty cake, not doing shit. Yuri was not that guy. Yuri went out there, lived by the sword, died by the sword, fuck it. And just went. And in such a beautiful fashion. Earlier in the fight, maybe not that much earlier, but he was landing those teeps, and Khalil was swinging just so hard that towards the end of the second round, I was just like, his breathing's a little exacerbated. He's kind of like just a quick like once over, and not to say that he was gassed, but it was just like, okay, cool. Like those teeps are doing work. Like, keep on kicking up the middle, keep on putting it on him. And he landed a teep to a jab, which is insane. And then he started like just kind of baiting and then just countering in the most perfect way. Khalil fell for it, Yuri feinted, Khalil fell for it, swung, missed, then Yuri attacked. Then it was that same kind of vibe with Diego Lopez and John Silva, where he just got tired of getting fucking elbowed. He was just like, I'm gonna fucking elbow you too. And Khalil goes out there, elbows him, he elbows Khalil back, barely graces his face, and then he does like a upward elbow down, just slicing him. Lands right in the eye socket, and then from there it's just a ball going downhill. I mean, just a fucking boulder, just crushing it all the fucking way. And yeah, if you had seen me watching that shit live, you had been like, Andy is gonna have a fucking heart attack. After the fact, after the fight, after it ended, I had to do push-ups, like I had to like smoke a cigarette, something, just because I was just so elated. So it's just that feeling of relief after something happens. And you know, there's only so many fighters that make me feel that way. It's Tony Ferguson, to my own detriment, Yuri, Alex, but this was all reserved for Yuri. That night was all, for me, just reserved for Yuri. Just because I felt like Yuri needed it more. Beneil Dariush, I go out there with the knot in my throat, that like throbbing heartbeat of just like, I want you to win so bad. And those, I mean, I can't think of anyone else, but just like how some people feel about Charles Oliveira fighting. It's just that, like, please. And for him to go out there and do the thing, do what he needed to do in the third round, get the finish so he could win, get another title shot, I just thought it was beautiful. It's just something that, this is why combat sports, in my opinion, are the greatest spectating sports, because you just can't replicate that. You can't, even in a comeback win in football, it's a team effort. It's not an individual effort. So the individual is just so much more magnified in this kind of scenario. And when you associate with that person, when you support that person, when you feel some type of way about them, and it happened, like, I mean, even if he himself had gotten knocked out by Khalil, I would feel just that overwhelming sensation, feeling of whatever, the pain, or you know, the thrill of winning. And yeah, Yuri now possibly, depending on Alex moving up, would be fighting Alex for a third time. If not, he's gonna face Carlos Ulberg, and if he faces Carlos Ulberg, I have Yuri. I mean, I had Yuri winning against Khalil. Maybe he's getting a little bit older, maybe he's not as fast, maybe the game plan was wrong, maybe he was compromised going into this fight, who knows. But I just think that Carlos Ulberg, along with Khalil, got maybe moved up a little too quickly. Obviously, Khalil proved me wrong. He was having the perfect fight against Yuri, and Yuri just fucking went crazy, and he got it done. And maybe I'm not giving enough props to Carlos Ulberg here. Maybe he does go out there and shows me, hey, like, there are levels to this, and I am at this level. I just don't think he's at that top 5 elite championship level. We'll see. If Alex moves up, which I think is the best case scenario, then a vacant title fight between Yuri and Ulberg makes perfect sense. And why not? If you're not going to hold up the division, if Alex is going to be like, hey, I'm not going to be defending against either one of you guys. I'm going to really, really try to get this heavyweight fight going. Yeah, that's the move. Other than that, we had Zalal going out there and subbing Josh Emmett in like 40 seconds, which sucks because it happened so quick that you can't even like recognize, like, oh my god, this guy's the fucking dude. I think a fight between him and John Silva would be amazing. And Joe Pyfer subs out a bust. Yeah, getting subbed by Joe Pyfer is not good look. And yeah, fuck Joe Pyfer. I don't care about him. Everybody else, prelims, they were dope. But I just want to talk about the main card because it just made me feel just falling back in love with MMA. Doing it again. Every fucking time I'm almost out, they pull me back in. Pull me back. Alex pulling me back in. Yuri back in. I mean, I love Marab. He back in. Yeah. Now, who do we have next? Fucking the Ritter. That should be dope. That should be cool. We'll see. I think I got the Ritter against Brian Allen. The Ritter.